Konnichiwa, and welcome to Tsuki no Ame, where we try Japanese sweets and treats. Today we have two treats to try from Boxu. So the first, this is the on butter mochi senbei. So we've had a few different flavors from this company in the past, and they've genuinely been pretty good. They have like a good buttery flavor to them, and I at least remember when we had the strawberry, it did have good strawberry flavor too. It somehow worked. So I'm really looking forward to this one. Apparently, Unco butter is a thing over in Japan, which makes sense. I've made flavored butters in the past for holidays and things like that, and it's really easy and at the same time really tasty and fun. I mean, think about honey butter. Really good. So I am genuinely looking forward to that. We are also going to try, this is the Hakoneji Miso Cripsy candy. And no, I did not just mispronounce crispy. I don't know if it's a typo or what, but in the culture guide, it is listed as the Cripsy candy. And that's what we're going off of. Just because sometimes the names get a little funky in the culture guide, so I can't be sure if something's a typo or not. But this one is a little strange because, so first off, it kind of looks like it's a hard candy, but it talks about chewing it. And the mix of flavors, it talks about peanuts and sugar and miso, and just the combination just kind of feels strange. But at the same time, we've had a lot of sweets made with things like soy sauce and sesame and soybeans and just things that don't feel like they fit in sweets, and yet they've been amazing. Some of my favorite sweets that we've had have had some of these ingredients. So I don't know. I have no idea how it's going to turn out. I do think it looks good, which is a good sign. I'm just hoping it tastes good too. So with all that in mind, let's get started. Itadakimasu! Alright, so starting with our senbei. And you can, I like that you can see like the little flecks. I apologize, my light is definitely very strong. I'm not sure how well you can see it really. But there you can see the flecks from the anko bean. It smells really good too. All really good signs. This is one of those brands where I recognize their logo, I've recognized the style of their packaging because they've been really pretty good, and this is no exception. The texture is really nice and pleasant. It's not super thick. It has a nice crispy kind of crunch to it. Really pleasant. The flavor is it's got the really good buttery flavor to it, but you've also got the sweetness of the anko beans coming through. Really good, really tasty. If you like rice crackers, if you're wanting a sweet rice cracker, if you like anko beans, definitely recommend. And just in general, like I said, they've been really pretty solid as a brand. I think this is our third time getting something from them. And they have just had this really good buttery flavor to them. They've had the really good texture. It's starting to seem like they're one of those where it's just like getting the flavor that you're going to like, as opposed to, you know, some stuff that we've had. It's just been we've had some stuff that have been a little questionable, but this is really proven to be quite the solid treat. So definitely recommend. So moving on to our Hakoneji Miso Cripsy candy. I genuinely do not know if it's a typo or what, because I've seen things in the culture guide where I'm like, this has to be a typo, and then it's not. So I just can't be sure. I also just have to comment, I love the packaging on this. It's very simple, but I love the pattern, the texture given to it. I think it's really pretty. Okay. Okay. I can kind of smell the peanut a little bit in the miso. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Yeah, that is interesting. So when you put it in your mouth, it definitely feels like you're about to eat a hard candy, but it does chew, and it is like crunchy, and it crunches just fine. Um, it kind of was reminding me a bit of crunching with the center of a Butterfinger, only without the chocolate coating. Flavor wise, I'm not sure it works for me. So, like I was saying earlier, we've had things like miso that sound like they shouldn't really work in sweets, right? And some of these have resulted in some of my favorites, right? The black sesame, uh, kinako, kokoto. Uh, I can never keep some of these straight. Like they've all just kind of become like this big group of ingredients I just know that I love. Um, the miso just, I don't know, for me personally, it doesn't work. It feels like it feels like it is trying to be sweet, but also at the same time is trying to veer into like a savory sweet. And it's something about it just isn't actually working, at least not for me. It's like somebody mixed miso with peanut butter. And it does not work for me personally. I don't know if you have the chance to try it. Let me know down in the comments below. Did you like it? Did you not? Me personally, I'm yeah, I'm not finishing the package. Fortunately, I have family members who enjoy trying these things too, so I'll give it to them. Uh, but yeah, gochiso-sama. So to recap, we did our on butter mochi senbei, which really was delicious. It had a really pleasant, crispy texture, and the flavor is really good, really solid. It is genuinely buttery, and it works really well with the anko. I really like it. This brand has this is, I think, the third one we've had from them, and it's the third one that's worked and been really quite tasty. I like it a lot, to the point that as soon as I saw the packaging, I knew who it was from, and I kind of had an idea of what I was getting into, and that was going to be pretty awesome, and it was. We also tried the Hakoneji Miso Cripsy candy, which looks like hard candy, but really is like a crunchy candy. And at least for me, it didn't work. It really didn't. The miso just did not work as a sweet. Well, thank you so much for joining me today. If you like my shirt, the link for that is down in the description below. And please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Jane.